Hello, hello, hello. I'm live, so I need to share this to Twitter. Let's see, copy. And let's go to Twitter. I am live. All right. Okay. I don't know if anybody, so I think I have 3 people in here. I'm going to go to live chat so I can see y'all. And we're going to be talking about some journaling. Some people asked me some questions, and I thought instead of doing a video about it, where I had to edit and all that, I thought I'd just answer some of the questions. I've been changing a few things around. Hello! I've been changing a few things around. And in my Omni Journal, which is here, I have been doing a bit of planning and a bit of bullet journaling. I actually have Tomoe River paper from the Hobonichi. They're actual daily pages in here because my Hobonichi for this year actually kind of started falling apart, the binding. So for next year, I've got the AVEC instead of the whole one because I do a lot of stuff in it. So one of the questions that I was asked, where did I write it down? Give me just 1 second. I wrote it down. People asked what I'm doing for next year, and people have asked what I think about journaling, like journaling, and oh, my date is wrong up there. I'm 2 days off. People have asked about different things like that. So, I'm going to go over what I'm doing in my spiritual journal sometime next week on the other YouTube channel. And then for this channel, I've started filming. I've switched a few things around. So I got Jamie Riddler's yearbook studio, the studio yearbook. Yeah, the studio yearbook. And I ordered the PDF. Well, I'm not printing the PDF off because I don't like spiral bound notebooks of any kind. Hardly at all. I have one that I write down some notes in that has but coffee first on it, but that's mostly coffee chats. So I have been doing my own thing, and I ordered a journal specifically for it. And it's going to end up being more like the Omni Journal, I have a feeling. I did a vision board for next year in it. I'm not quite finished, but I'm pretty close to being finished. My word of the year for next year is intuition. My phrase for the year is follow your inner compass, which means the same thing. So what I've been doing is, this is her invocation for the studio. This is what she says it means. And I need to take a picture of myself. And I've been doing some of the journaling that she has. And I put it in my notebook. I set it up in my notebook the way that she has her yearbook. I've been doing a little bit of stuff in it. I'm trying to figure out a few things. This was the exercise I just did with the apple from the video. And that's what's going to be in here. And I actually start this, I've already started a little bit, but it's supposed to start the 21st. So I'm still working on it. And then this is, let's let's get this. I went back to this cover because I realized something, and I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to try. I have the AVEC in here. This is the Hobonichi AVEC right here. And then this is my bullet journal, and it has collections in it. And it may well end up with notes in it, but that's what I have sort of the Omni Journal for. The Omni Journal is for me this is for planning. And the Omni Journal is more for planning, is more for journaling and ideas and thoughts. And I know that the bullet journal is a journal. But I have collections. So this is more of the planning side of things, whereas the Omni Journal is more of the creative side of things. And I can be a bit creative anywhere I choose to be. But I do all different kinds of journaling, and some things are more personal. Some things are more like social. So I have the journals that are more social. This is more personal. This is the Hobonichi Weeks, and I have it in a chic sparrow, and I don't know, this is a gorgeous blue. I have this, and I've set this up for my self-care, health and fitness, personal appointments, family appointments, my mom's appointments. I have color-coded the years. The months. Each one. And let's see where we get to. Okay, this is this week right here. And then we get to where January starts. It didn't color code December. I guess I should or could. But then you get to like February. And so it just goes through that. And in the very back of here, I've done my goals and priorities because I didn't know what to do with the back of this. So follow my inner compass, use my intuition. And then I have questions like, how can I do this? I can listen to my inner voice, keep an open mind, be mindful, be present, follow my own path, practice self-care, get outside daily, continue my spiritual journey, journal daily, different kinds of journaling. How do I want to feel in 2019? Confident, happy, content, creative, inspired, and inspiring. Hello. Motivated and motivating. So I want to feel motivated, and I want to make others feel motivated. I want to be inspired, and I want to inspire others. I also want to feel enthusiastic and energetic. And when I think of 2019, I immediately think of all the things I want to learn, how I want to grow as a person, different things like that. Like as a wife, a mother, a grandmother, I'm expecting a new grandchild towards the end of this summer, y'all. I also can't help but think of how much I could improve things from my health and fitness to my relationships with my family, with my tribe. I want to feel accomplished and successful, but really more about like progress. I want to feel like I'm making progress. And one of the things I've really had to work on a lot over the last few years since I started doing stuff on social media, is self-doubt. So being confident, I think following my own inner compass, my intuition will make me feel much more confident, to be honest. And not that we're not, I am often inspired and motivated by other people. And I am often learning through imitation, through following along. And sometimes that includes being enabled, where you're tempted to get all the things. But for me, it's really about truly following my intuition. Like I don't just, a lot of people will buy covers and sell covers, and it works really great for certain people. But I only buy things that I think I will truly resonate with. So if something I have doesn't resonate with me, I usually just pay it forward. Because people send me things and I could sell things, but people send me things sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes every now and again. And I want to pay that forward. So a lot of times, like I had a personal size Janelli fish that was gorgeous in my custom colors, and I sent it to a patron. I did a giveaway on YouTube, like beginning of this year, last year, I don't know, remember when. And I gave away an A5 bifold Janelli fish in my custom color before Janelle took a break from making Traveler's Notebooks. So if something really doesn't resonate with me, I will ask questions subtly sometimes, or say something, and then somebody would be like, oh, but I love that. And if I find somebody that I feel like that would really resonate with them, I will just send it to that person. I don't sell, well, for one thing, selling some things like on Poshmark or in the groups, like the buy, sell, trade groups or whatever. That means I have to keep up with people that might be interested, who asked first, and then when I mail it off. And I am not always really good at that because I'm really busy and with family and with all of this. And I don't want to, I don't want to mess up something up, like not get it sent out in time or something. So I just feel better, and I feel better inside and outside when I can just pay stuff forward, which is why you don't often see me buying Traveler's Notebooks, because it has to be something that truly resonates with me. Like this was sent to me by the company that makes the notebooks I use. My friend Maya gave this to me. Now I bought this one from the buy, sell, trade group. You are like me. We need a personal. Yeah, I do. I need a wife. I told David that the other day. I said, I need a me. I need, because he works 14-hour days. And so he helps me when he's off, but I do the majority of everything in the house. The majority of it, not all of it, but the majority of it. And he does a lot of the, like he does some of this stuff, and then we do some stuff together. But anyway, so this is my A6 Hobonichi for next year. And this is the cover that I have. This was sent to me, and I watercolored this and put it in there. And then this was sent to me, and it's a postcard, and it has writing on the other side. And I love this postcard. And I put it in here. And then I, at first, was like, oh, I need a red one. Or, oh, and then I stopped myself. This is what the depth year is really about for me. And that's what people asked me about, was the depth year. So I know I'm rambling, but I promise I'm headed in a certain direction. There's a part of me that is super tempted. There's even one for sale, y'all. It's a red Chic Sparrow. It's one of those from the Outlander series. It's the red one. And it even has a little pin pocket, and it's like $45. But I don't have the $45 because I'm about to buy Christmas. We're about to get Christmas presents. Now, David told me I could get it, but he just bought my Christmas present. He had me pick it out. And that was a little bit of a chunk of change. Was not remotely. So I'm thinking, no, the whole point of the depth year is to use what you have, which is what I have in the cover of this. Now, I could buy it, or somebody could buy it for me, and I would use it. But if you've got it, use it, right? Do the colors have to match? I would love to have everything in red. Everything in red. I would love to. But at the same time, I want a few things different. Somebody had a purple one of these in the A6, y'all, but they wanted $75 for that. And I was like, oh, no, not paying $75. Yeah, I could put red scrap paper. I've got some red cardstock I could actually put in here, but the black pin loops would still show. And I'm like, I'm not worried about it. I do have mostly red for everything. This is the journal that I made. And then this is the sketchbook that Bree made me in November of 2000. Sorry. I don't know what sorry. I don't know why you're saying sorry. this is gorgeous what she did, this notebook. And this is my sketchbook. And I've been doing bits and pieces in here. This is my out and about. You like red and black together? I love red and black together. I mean, I love red and black. My husband bought me, I saw him on Poshmark. I didn't even know Fry Boots made harness red boots. Okay, the Fry harness boots. I have a pair of black ones that I've had for, Dave and I have been together 7.5 years. So they're right. This Christmas, these boots will be 10 years old. And Fry has like a lifetime warranty. And I was single back then. My kids were grown. I didn't have anybody but me to spend my money on. I was making really good money. So I ended up getting a pair of black Fry harness boots. They're not the taller ones. They go to like kind of the middle of your leg, a little bit lower maybe. On Poshmark, while looking up red leather jackets and red leather boots, I saw somebody with a pair in my size in red. They're a little bit taller than mine, but they were gorgeous and they were brand new. It looked like she'd only worn them a couple times, but they were $150. Now, Fry boots cost like $300 or more. Usually they're more. And the second Christmas Dave and I were together, we went shopping in Columbia, which is about an hour from us, at the real big mall. And we were looking around and I found a pair of, they're called Freebird by Steve Madden boots. They were red and it had a jacket, the store, a red leather jacket. And David said, well, we'll come back after Christmas and we'll get you the boots and the jacket. They'll be on sale. Well, if any of you know about Steve Madden and the Freebird boots, they're like on sale $200. And so this Christmas, David was going to get me the boots. And I said, no, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to lose weight. He was going to get me a jacket. I'm like, I don't want a red leather jacket until I lose some weight. But I went looking and I found those red boots, those Fry boots. So I've ordered them. That's my Christmas present. I'm actually going to be unboxing them and everything. So I'm really excited, y'all. I mean, if y'all know, I love red. I love purple. Have a purple leather coat that he got me one Christmas. But I was like, well, we have kids, you know, and he's like, you can buy yourself one other thing, because we were going to spend about $200 on each other. So the $45 TN would work. I could spend that amount of money to get the TN for the rest of my Christmas present. But I got to thinking about it. And I'm like, no, because that $50 could go to something else that I actually need instead of something I just want. I don't need an A6 cover. I have a red one that's made by, it has all these pocket and a pin thing. It's fancy. One of my subscribers sent it to me, and I'm trying to think of who that brand is. But it's got, like, it pulls out open, but it's real bulky. So anyway, narrowing things down is one of the things. Cleaning out. I'm actually going to probably be getting rid of a number of things in here. David and I found a video, thanks to my daughter, about how to build some shelves, bookshelves, with these angle irons and 2x10s. And we're going to build me some horizontal shelves along this wall and a vertical shelf along this wall. I'm going to get rid of both of these desks, or at least the big one. My daughter's getting the big one. So I won't have all of this stuff in here. It will be more open. And we're putting shelves in the closet. So that's the other part of we're starting room by room in this house. We're about to reorganize some things in the living room, in the purple room, and in our bedroom. And we're using what we have or things we can make ourselves, like going to Lowe's and getting some 2x10s and having them cut, and the angle irons, which will save us money because I priced the horizontal shelving units and the vertical shelving unit on IKEA, which are not real wood. They are pressed wood. And just the one was like $117. I can buy all of the wood and the angle irons and use our own drill and just buy a little thing of screws from Lowe's and spend way less than $117. So, you know what I'm saying? So people were asking, and I'm getting off track again. People were asking, and as I thought about, because see, I have all this red goodness. This is red and blue and purple. Okay. But I also have some things that do not match. And I chose blue because blue is personal, and this will have family stuff, David stuff, me stuff, Victor stuff. Not just my self-care, but it's going to be all of that. And so I like the blue so I know it's completely separate. And I have a feeling that this is going to end up being more, and this is more collage and pictures and sort of a creative in a completely different way. And this is going to be more art. Because Jamie Ridler's studio yearbook, you actually ask yourself questions like, this winter, what am I enjoying? You know, you answer like, what books am I enjoying? What movies am I enjoying? On the daily thing, she has a focus, a mood, a document your day, an inspiration, creation, insight, words, like a word from the day, or an image or accomplishments and things like that. So this is definitely going to be more personal and more creative on a different level. So this is more of document my day, illustration and art and things like that, like memory keeping. And this is more personal, creative. I don't know how to, like, yeah. I mean, I know in my head, I don't think I'm explaining it right with the words, though. So one of the things I really want to concentrate on, which is why I've got this out along with this, is because my style of journaling is pretty much, it changes up a little bit, but it's pretty much the same for, like, I document my day in a variety of different ways. Sometimes I draw, sometimes I post it, I'll post in the journal on the page a picture or some daily ephemera that, like, I use, like, real life ephemera. Sometimes it'll be any number of things. Sometimes I'll cut out stuff from a magazine or from a menu or something. And then in this, I am actually doing like watercolor, like prompts and things like that. This is the last one. I have out and about, and I actually have something to put in here, but I have something to paste and then something to draw. So I'm a little bit behind with the Create December prompt. But with this is my actual sketchbook. It's my go places. Like, this was last winter when we had snow in January. This was when David and I went to Starbucks, and I had an artist date, and he filmed it. I actually have that video up. These are some of my most loved art supplies, like the ones I use the most, the basics. I had coffee, and this is that tree, which is in the very beginning of this. This was last year's Thanksgiving. So I did it completely different than I did this year's Thanksgiving. My daughter and I went on an artist date, and this was across the street from where we went. This was the holidays. I did the fireplace. My in-laws have a really gorgeous fireplace. These were some fun things. I don't normally do that kind of stuff in here, but every now and again. That was our backyard when it snowed. This was when I read Craft the Life You Love, and I used, I did some journaling in here about it, because I sketched it and I actually was reading the book in the mornings with my cup of coffee a lot. This is one of my pen cases. These are some of the prompts from World Watercolor Month over the summer. It's stuck. There we go. It's 2 different prompts. The tree again. I've got to go in and watercolor that. That was Shark Week. And then I don't really have anything else in here because I've been doing so much elsewhere and a bunch of different things that I started thinking, well, and I really want to finish this because there's not, you know, I'm about halfway through the book. And I've had the book for a year now. And I thought, well, I want to take these artist dates over next year. I want to go twice a month, once every other week. And I thought, well, this would be a really great way to do that, to document the artist dates. I could go out and about, do my sketching. This is mixed media paper. And then I think get another one of these from Breve with the mixed media paper. I really like using the mixed media paper for my sketchbook. I have a couple of other sketchbooks, like I have quite a few sketchbooks, and I do random things in those, but I don't want to necessarily concentrate on one particular style, but I am concentrating on capturing the essence of things, improving my art, and not trying to be perfect, just getting things done and enjoying it. That's the big thing for me. I want to make my art fun. I don't want to make it about, I don't need to be, my art does not need to be picture perfect. If I want a picture, if I want it to be perfect, I'll just take a picture and hopefully the picture will turn out halfway decent. But I do want to learn more techniques, get better with the techniques I already know, fix some of the techniques that I've been doing wrong. And eventually I think my style is much more illustrative. I like doing things that capture the essence of things. Sometimes it's more playful. Sometimes it's a bit more realistic. Sometimes it's whatever I feel like I'm in the mood for. I don't think that you have to have, if I had to pick, I'd say closer to this, where I'm capturing the essence, but it doesn't look picture perfect. To me, this looks like what a lot of books, children's books, illustrations look like. And I love that look. Like I love, you know, I don't know. So I'm not like, I'm just fixing some of the things, getting better at some of the things. That's my goal, to get better at things like perspective and composition and things like that, and how my control of the brush and the water in the brush. So those are some of the things I'm going to concentrate on. I know there's a bit of a lag, so I'm going to give it a minute and then see if anybody has any other questions, because I've been talking. And this was so much fun. Me as a Peanuts character versus this, which I messed up on in the face, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah. You could see, but it's okay. All right. So now let's see. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. There are 9 people watching. Can everybody hear me okay? Is it like okay, you just want to wish me happy holidays. Well, thank you. I hope that you all have happy holidays. I didn't get to go to my mom's this week. We've been bombarded with rain, and David's truck has been acting up. And my car has a slight leak. Apparently can't spell. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I can't either much. So I told my mom with all the rain and everything, I'm going Monday. David's going to go with me. And then, because I have to take my mom to the DMV, and then we have to go by the probate court place, and there's like a lot of stuff we have to do. So, and then hopefully we will be bringing my dad's big white truck back here. Once, if we can, hopefully there won't be a whole lot of work to get it ready to be driven on a regular basis. And then once I have it to drive, we're going to put my car in the shop and get some things fixed. Few little things, like there's a leak where the window meets, so it leaks when it rains. And I cover it up on the inside so everything doesn't get like drenched. But if it keeps on and we don't get it fixed soon, I'm going to end up needing to replace the carpet in my car. And my car is right at being a classic. So we don't want my car to get messed up. But I have to have something to drive. And with David's truck acting up, we're going to have to fix it. He thinks he knows what's wrong with his, but it's just something little, we hope. So I really need to get my dad's truck and get the title put in my name and all of that stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to do that Monday. And one of us will be driving my dad's truck back here, and the other one will be driving my car. David would drive my dad's truck back and forth to work, but my dad's truck is a 8-cylinder, and David commutes, and he drives about 45 minutes to work, and he has a little 4-cylinder truck, which is really good on gas, and that big 8-cylinder truck is not going to be good on gas at all. So it wouldn't be smart for him to use it to drive back and forth to work when I'm the one who really hardly ever drives anywhere. Usually a full tank of gas lasts me about 2 weeks. So, and my car is a 6-cylinder. But I can go to Lowe's and pick up wood to build bookshelves myself without having to use David's truck. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about getting my dad's truck and fixing it up and stuff. And then that way we can really start working on my car, because at the end of this coming year, my car will be a classic. It's a 2000 convertible, and they don't make Firebirds anymore. So I'm really excited about that. That's one of the reasons why we're doing the depth year, is that we're going to be concentrating on things we need to fix in the house, projects we've kind of put off. So I'm going to be doing a lot of DIY projects in 2019, not just with art, but with the house. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of just creative things in 2019. And a lot of it's going to be about organizing, cleaning, purging, using what I have, and thinking outside of the box, which is what creativity is really all about. It's creative problem solving. Is using your imagination. I find myself to be much more creative when I have to think, like if somebody does a project, or if I'm thinking about doing a project and I go, oh, well, I have such and such, and you know what, that might work. And if I try things, I really like figuring out different ways to do things. So that's one of the things. There's quite a few projects that I've started that I have not finished. Like, I know it's been a year, y'all. It's been almost a year, but I have Snoopy postcards that I have been finally finishing up and still have some to do. This one is going to be mailed out probably Monday while I'm out and about, because I'll be going right by the post office. So I have some. I know, I'm awful. So that's one of the things too, is to have some follow through with some of the projects that I've started and have not finished. So that's a good thing too. That's always a good thing. I Enthusiastically Dawn often says she gets these really great ideas, and she's really great at the start of starting something and getting people involved and starting like a great project or something. But then she kind of goes, she doesn't, it's not she talks about the follow through too. And I was like, yes, exactly. Same thing sort of happens sometimes with journals. Like, I'm great at setting up a journal. Oh, I could set the hell up. Oh yeah, set it up. Oh, great. The blank page and a brand new journal excites me. It's the finishing, but I've gotten a lot better about finishing a journal. It's like I was saying, the yearbook studio is going to be quite different than this. And I am, as you can see, so this it's definitely not going to last the whole year next year because I write too much. But a lot of, I could actually just use, I could technically use one journal for everything. I would go through a lot of them. And that may be my goal for 2020, is to use one planner, one journal for everything for 2020. I'm going to see how this year goes. Having things sort of separated, and then 2020 might be my one planner, one journal, and that's it. And then maybe 2021 might be just one altogether. So I don't know. It's a rainy, cloudy, gray Saturday here, and I am about to head out. I have some footage that I need to import for a video for Patreon, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to time lapse it for YouTube, and then so I can put it up next Wednesday, and then next Friday's video will be it's going to be the Artist for All. And Monday I might do a video coffee chat. I might see if I can get it filmed ahead of time so I can actually really show you what I'm doing with what. So see, I color coded everything in all the Hobonichis. Here's January. Here's where January starts. I'm so ready to actually use this thing, y'all. I cannot wait for December the 31st. I haven't done the weekly, and I doubt very seriously I don't know. I just used mild liners to color code. And then I used one Crayola Super Tip because I didn't have the right shade of green. I wanted to use 2 different shades of green. But I'm excited because this is going in my purse. These 2 will be going in my purse. I'm going to be getting out and about a lot more. I'm going to insist that my daughter go with me once a month for me and her time. We may or may not take Victor. And I want to get out and do some art. Like, she just finished a commission piece. So me and her can do like an art date once a month. And she's not going to be having the baby until the end of August, very beginning of September. So it'll help her. I think it'd be good for her. So that's why I, at the end, decided that this wasn't such a bad idea, having these, because these actually kind of go together. What exactly I'm going to do with this, I don't know. I had an idea, and I think that may be what I do. I do personal reflection journaling at the end of every evening, and I journal. I thought originally that's what I was going to do in here, because it would keep it short and sweet, 1 page per day. Just it's not a whole lot of writing. So I thought that that actually is probably what this is going to end up being, because I like that idea. And then I'll have morning pages somewhere else, because morning pages for me are a completely different cup of coffee. And this is more like the cup of tea. I actually have usually a cup of tea with this while I'm doing it. And then in the mornings, I'm usually doing what I don't do Julia Cameron's version of morning pages hardly ever anymore, but I'm usually doing my morning pages in here. And it's more of how I write down all the thoughts that are in my head that I want to get out. It's kind of like the whole GTD method. I'm unlocking all those thoughts, getting them all out on the page, and then figuring out where I need to go from there for the day. Like, what are my priority things? Because I know there are certain things I need to get done on certain days. And based on what I got done the day before, what did I actually need to migrate? So this is going to work well, I think, because this is quite different. This journal is going to end up being, right now it's got everything in it. I kid you not. Like, okay, here is the planning part of that day. So this is the Hobonichi page that I put in, and then this is the journaling part of that day. Same, this is the planning part, but I did draw, like, sketch things, and this was something, haven't finished this page. So there's like some morning pages. And this was journaling, and that was 2 pages. So I'm kind of just whatever I'm in the mood for, that's what I'm doing. And I'm no longer beating myself up when a day goes by and I don't journal. I'm filling in pages as I go, and then some days may not be in there. And then some days it might just be 1 page, and then some days might be 2 or 3 or 4 pages. So yeah, I've quit beating myself up over like how I think my journal should be, and just enjoying my journal for what it is. And yeah, so, okay. I have 12 people watching. Anybody got any questions? Because I've got about 15 minutes left, and then I'm going to go. So if anybody else has got any questions, I'm excited about my plans. How things are going to come together is really going to be more of a following, like I said, my inner compass. Sometimes your journals grow organically as you use them. So the combination of the Hobonichi and the bullet journal will, I think, grow organically. I've been doing a bit of that in here already. And then personal reflection journaling, keeping up with all the personal things, self-care, health and fitness, the family, our bills, that kind of stuff in here. And then, like I said, this planner is more everything else. This is kind of the Hobonichi will be all the things that are due. The planner part is the Hobonichi. So I will be writing down what is due when here. And then on the weekly, it's going to be, okay, I will be bullet pointing the things I need to get done. And then the daily page will be as I get things done. Like that top little 5 boxes will be my priority things. And then what I write down will be as the day proceeds, and like if I see something, hear something, remember something, I'll be jotting it down, like how you actually bullet journal in your daily log kind of thing. So nobody's commented. And I lost a person. So, any questions? Anybody? I'm going to give you about a minute or 2 because I know there's a lag. And if we don't have any questions or anything, I'm going to go because I've been just like talking. And yeah. If I can figure out and get the setup right, my whole goal for 2019 for at least 1 video a week here is to kind of do a video and video live where I actually do some things and show y'all things live. Like what I'm doing, instead of having to hold up a book, I can actually show you right here. You know, I've got this setup thing but it's at a funny angle, and I need to fix a few things. So that's why we're moving some things around so I can get a better angle and things like that. Now I have fast enough internet to actually do video and video. But it takes me using OBS, and OBS kind of weighs the computer stuff down. So I've got to fix a few things, but that's my goal next year, is to do like one live video every other, maybe at least once a month, where I do like a video and physically show you what's going on. Still nobody chatting. Okay, y'all. Got like 20 seconds. Then I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm really excited about finishing this month up and Christmas and using my new journals and everything, because the only Hobonichi that I can use right now is this week's. So a lot of my stuff is going in my Omni journal. Like this week, I just wrote sick with the stomach flu, and that week went because I didn't even try to do all of that stuff. But I did really, I'm going to do more of this kind of stuff where it's motivating for me. So, yeah. All right, y'all. I gave y'all some extra time. Nobody still chatted. So I'm going to go, y'all. Thanks. I hope y'all have a good one. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there. And I'll see you again soon.